you have good ideas, and there were people who saw that, but they didn't want you to grow. They didn't want you to grow into the great successful person that you were meant to be, because you had those ideas and they didn't. All right, when you have ideas and you're around people that don't have ideas, they're going to be mad that they don't know how to use their mind. People are going to be mad that they don't know how to use their mind. Same reason why people pick on or mess with someone in school. Somebody is using their mind. The other person is watching the other person either work or watching them be focused, and it's a potentiality. They feel some type of way about it. You know, there's some potential there. They may feel some type of way about it. So what you have to understand is, when you are that creative and you have a mind that can think of things that not the average person could think of, right? Like you have ideas that don't cross the minds of just everyday people. Or even if you do have similar ideas to others, you're able to tweak it in a way to where people recognize it as something that either you could do, or they recognize it as something that you're really good at. But there are people who do not give anything back. There are people who feed off of you and don't give out anything in return. Those types of people are leeches. And you only have a certain amount of energy before it starts to be drained, and before you start to realize just how bad other people are taking a toll on you. All right, excuse me if I'm speaking too loud or yelling at y'all. I'm just trying to make it so you guys can hear me, because it's cars zooming past. All right, if you're not a toxic person, you're gonna have to make sure you stay away from toxic people and get away from toxic people. All right, there are a lot of zeros that like to attach themselves to people who have millionaire energy. All right, you have a lot of bright ideas. You probably look like money. You probably feel like money. You probably smell like money. All right, you're probably money conscious. You're probably focused on what you're supposed to be doing and fighting off distractions on the daily. All right, when you have millionaire energy, when you have millionaire ideas, it's going to be a lot of people that want to attach themselves to you. It's going to be a lot of people that the enemy brings into your life to try to distract you, right? Yeah, mind your business. You got to be able to tell if this person is a zero or if this person is a hero. All right, if a zero is coming into your life, then it's going to be someone that is going to be a distraction. Someone that's not going to want to see you be creative. Like when you're around zeros, they get highly agitated over the fact that you have a skill. They get highly agitated over the fact that you have the ability to be good at something, or you have the gumption to actually step out and dare to go be great. They have a problem with that because number one, they're not doing it themselves. And number two, they're upset over the fact that not only is somebody else doing it, but you're doing it. All right. And they're unable to be creative like you. They're unable to come up with ideas like you. They're unable to use their mind in a way similar to how you do. You use your mind and it gets you good results. Or you use your mind and you're very creative. Your ideas are expressed in a way where they're accepted by other people. All right, your ideas are coming out how you would like them to. You know, you think of something and you create it and it comes out how you would like. Not everybody has that skill to be able to have something pop in their head, for them to be able to think about it, put it on paper, put it in a book, put it on wax, all right, put it in a program, upload it to a social media site, and it to be able to be successful. You know, everybody has successes and everybody has failures, but there are people who have good ideas either way, and if they see those ideas through, they really do have the chance to become successful and to really do something great. All right, and that's what that person did not want to see you do. That person did not want to see you take your ideas and become great and do something successful. But you had to cut them off because you were going to fight tooth and nail to become successful. Just because they wanted to stop you from doing what it is you wanted to do, you said, you know what? I'm not going to let that happen. You know what? I'm not going to allow you to hit me with the whammy. All right, you know, they want to hit you with the doubt mindset. They want to hit you with the fearful mindset. They want to hit you with the you're wasting your time or it's not going to work. These are things that people who are degenerate when it comes to their, you know, when it comes to their dream, people who are very neglectful when it comes to what it is they want to do with their life. These are people who will try to make it so you are neglectful to your responsibilities or to your goals and your dreams. All right, they're not going to want to see you go after what it is you want because their mind is telling them that it's impossible for them. They have too many negative ideas. All right, they don't have a millionaire mindset. They don't have millionaire ideas. All right, this person has probably a lack mindset. This person probably doesn't think anything is possible for themselves, or they probably don't think that they're capable of much. All right, but you see yourself as you see yourself as able to do the impossible. You see yourself having no limitations. You see yourself as being more than able and more than capable to do whatever it is you put your mind to. All right, and that's why a lot of people want to try to stop you from using your mind, because they know you're going to get ahead of them. That's why a lot of people will try to think for you and control you, because they know that if you start using your mind, they know that if you start thinking, and they know that if you're able to run the show, or if you're able to be in control of certain aspects of your life, things are going to turn out for you the way they want, of the way you want, and they're probably going to turn out for you better than they would hope. All right, things are going to turn out for you the way you want, and that's not what they want. All right, people who don't want you to use your mind, they don't want things to turn out for you the way you want to. That's why they're trying to force feed you their idea. They know that the mind is a very powerful thing, and they know that in order for you to be able to come what you want, you have to use your mind, and you have to trust yourself. You have to believe in yourself. You have to know that you're able or capable of doing what it is you would like to do. So that's why they try to rip you away from that and try to make it something that seems like it's damn near impossible. All right, they have to try to get it in your head that you're unable to do this because they said so. That's what they're trying to drive home. And you'll even hear them. They'll be like, yo, didn't I tell you couldn't do that? They want you to honor them and respect them instead of honor your dream or respect, your hustle or your grind or your ambition. Everybody has something that they want to be. Most people give up on it because they feel it's either too hard, it's too difficult, or they don't make time for it. They don't know how to manage their time. They're not focused. They're distracted. They're too worried about who's doing this or who's doing that or what somebody's doing over there. They can't manage their time good enough. They can't manage their thoughts good enough for their finances or their resources. All right, this is why it's called becoming a mastermind. You want to become a mastermind. You don't want to just have a job. You don't want to just have a career. You don't want to just wake up every day and live your life. You want to become a mastermind. All right. And that's why a lot of people don't want you to use your mind, because you are already showing signs of becoming a mastermind. You think for yourself. You believe in your own ideas. You don't need to take anybody else's advice. All right, you're not trying to take any of their ideas because you feel so strongly about your own. But the thing is, they feel so highly about themselves, but they haven't taken the time to develop themselves, and that's arrogance. Arrogance is feeling highly of yourself, but there's nothing there. Air. There's nothing there but air. There's nothing there but hot air. There's a difference between if somebody is actually on to something and they're doing something. All right, somebody's getting nosy right now, so this may interrupt something, but I'm going to make sure that it doesn't. All right, but you still have to want to go after what you want regardless. All right, people are going to try to stop you from using your mind because you probably have a stronger mind than they do, and they're unable to come up with ideas like you can. Only you can come up with the ideas that you have. And it's a great thing when you have the ideas that only you can come up with, because you're able to do things that only you can do, and that's good for you. All right, you have to forgive me. All right, little interruption there, but we're gonna keep going. They don't like it when highly intelligent people are able to do their thing. That's why they'll try to interrupt you. That's why they'll try to, take you off your train of thought. That's why they'll try to interrupt your daydreaming when you're standing there just minding your business, or if they see you in the middle of doing something. They know that you're using your mind. They know that you're being creative. They know that you're in your element. They know that you're over there doing your thing, or doing something that makes you great, or doing something that's enhancing your life or making your life better. It's all about you becoming better. And the fact that the fact that other people don't want you to use your mind, it just goes to show you how powerful you are. How many instances have occurred in your life where people have literally tried to stop you from either using your mind, thinking for yourself, or using your own ideas? And you don't see this happen to everybody else around you. You'll see them let everybody else alone, or they'll leave them alone. But when it comes to you, they're going to want to try to control you. Why? Because if you use your mind, you're going to end up running the whole show, or you're going to end up just running your show, and that's going to be too much. Because if you run your show, and with all the power that you have, if you take control, all right, there are going to be people around you that don't like that, because it makes them feel powerless. All right, other people could be in a higher position of power, but you could still be more powerful than them. So when those types of situations occur, you'll most definitely have people who want to come into your life and control you. All right, situations where you'll have someone in the same position as you at a job, and the other person will try to either boss you around or tell you what to do when they don't have the jurisdiction. They don't have the jurisdiction to, So what you have to do is, in situations like that, you really have to use your mind. That's where you have to, you have to tell people like, yo, I'm not doing that. Those are situations where you have to use your mind and stand up for yourself. And that's really another part of using your mind. And that's why a lot of people will this is where a lot of people try to test you at, to see how much they could get over on you, or how much they can control you, by seeing how much they could get over on you and seeing how much they can control you. All right, they're going to see how much they could try to get you to allow them to think for you and things like that. All right, Don't let people think for you. That's what your brain is for. You know, all right. You can think for yourself. You have the power to think for yourself. You should be thinking for yourself. All right. Especially if you have a millionaire mindset, especially if you have millionaire energy, and that's what you have. All right. Some people want you to stay stuck right next to them. Some people want you to stay stuck right next to them. They don't want you getting any further than they are. So if somebody is smart, but they ain't that smart, but they smart enough to be able to tell that you smart, they're not gonna let you use them smarts if that person doesn't want you to get any further than them. So I mean, it's a fight to become successful. You gotta fight. You have to fight to become successful. You got people trying to get in your way. Nobody's just gonna say, hey, let's let him become successful. Nobody's gonna say that. Even if you're minding your business, even if you're staying to yourself, even if you're staying out the way, even if you're not bothering people, somebody's gonna find you and try to get in the way of that success. But the thing is, they're just gonna get ran over. That's the only thing. When people try to get in the way of your success, they're just gonna get ran over. So they better get out the way or stay out the way. All right, because when a person is dedicated, when a person is hungry, when a person is determined, when a person is motivated, when a person feels they're unstoppable, all right, these are all the things that you should be thinking and telling yourself. But this is why they don't want you believing in yourself. This is why they don't want you having confidence in yourself. This is why they don't want you using your mind. You have a different set of rules for you. You have it just like they have a different set of rules for them. There's a different set of rules for you as far as the magic goes, as far as the manifestation goes, as far as thinking, feeling, and creating goes. You're more creative than them, and you know that. So when they act like you don't exist, and when they want to play you, and when they want to treat you like you're not there, or when they want to do weird stuff to you or make you feel bad about yourself, express it in the form of some type of writing or music or art or painting or whatever it is you do. Hop in your bag, get creative, and go do something. Whenever anybody tries to do you any harm or do you any wrong and it makes you feel some kind of way, express it. All right, express yourself. You got to express yourself because it's a healthy way to get things out. I was just reading a book earlier about how this dude was talking to this girl and she was cheating on him with all his friends. And he was going to take his life because of it. That's not going to solve anything. That's not going to solve anything. You have to find healthy ways to express yourself. Imagine if he was a boxer. Imagine if he knew that he could go to the gym and hit a punching bag, or he could lift some weights, or he could go to the studio and make a diss track on her. Diss that broad. People do you wrong, diss them. Go to the studio, drop a diss track on them. Express yourself creatively. All right. And I'm talking about the old school type of diss track. Don't talk about shooting nobody up. All right, I ain't telling you to talk rap. I ain't talking no. All right, I'm not telling you to rap about putting it. No. All right. I'm not telling you to go pull a stand on a broad. All right. Definitely not. Okay. Respect women. But seriously though. Your thoughts are very powerful. All right, think for yourself. Don't let anyone control you. If anybody is trying to stop you from using your mind, if anybody is trying to stop you from working on your goals, your dreams, your talents, that person is the enemy. You have to break away from them. All right, if anybody is trying to get you to do what they want you to do, and it's not what you want to do, don't do it. And if anybody is trying to get you to not go through with an idea that you feel and know will work, don't listen to them. This is why highly intelligent, highly creative, highly influential people need to stay to themselves when they're working on themselves and when they're working on their dream. I'm not saying stay away from people forever, but when you're working on yourself, you're working on your goals, and you're working on your dream, you need time to yourself. You need to think, You know, you may have an idea at 3 a.m. in the morning. You don't want to disturb nobody, wake people up, have people mad at you. You may do rock and roll. You may do at 3, 4 in the morning, 1 in the morning. You don't want nobody there getting on your nerves because you're getting on their nerves. You know? But the best part is when you have people who support you. But if people aren't supporting you, then they gotta exit. They gotta go, because you can't stop your dream for the likes of other people. You can't stop being successful for the likes of other people. You can't stop choosing to do what you want to do for the likes of somebody else and what they want for you. Most people, if they don't want what they want for you, it's probably because they want some corny stuff for you. They probably just want you to sit there and be miserable and unfulfilled like them. Yeah, forgive me. My hands is getting so cold. They're starting to itch. I think that's a sign I need to throw on my heating gloves. Anyway, look. Think for yourself. All right, you have millionaire thoughts. You have millionaire energy. You have a millionaire mindset. People aren't thinking like you. People aren't coming up with ideas like you. Most people don't even think they could do it. If you think you can do it, or if you could picture it in your mind, or you see yourself having it, you already halfway there. Most people can't even conceive it. Most people can't even picture it or visualize it or see it for themselves. Most people see themselves having to do the same thing every day. They're stuck, and that's why they don't want you using your mind, because you ain't stuck. Physically, you may be where everybody else is at, but mentally, you wherever you want to be. That's why they always trying to call you back. Hey. Always trying to hit you with them draining 3-dimensional conversations, trying to bring you back down here. You're not here. You somewhere else. In La La Land. Better than being around all the unmotivated, unhappy people that want to attack somebody for wanting more out of life. All right? When they don't want you to use your mind, and they don't want you thinking for yourself, because they know that's where you get your most joy out of, is having control over your life. You know you don't feel good when other people try to call shots or run things for you. You know you don't like that. They try to do it anyway, probably because they can see that you don't like that. You know, they're sadistic people see what you don't like and will go do it anyway. Those are also toxic people. Avoid those people at all costs. People who see that you don't like things and continue to do it anyway. Those are the people you have to limit your time around, because those are the people who know they're being terrible people, and they don't mind. All right, you have to believe in yourself no matter what, and you should want to trust yourself about how you feel about what you're going to do with an idea, with a goal, with a dream. Don't let somebody discourage you or tell you that it won't work. Don't let anybody who hasn't done anything tell you you can't do something. Or don't let anybody who hasn't done something tell you you can't do anything. Or don't let anybody who hasn't done anything tell you can't do something. There we go. All right, don't let people tell you can't do something if they haven't done anything. Most people are sitting around not doing anything and trying to convince you that you can't have it, or that it's not real for you, or that it won't happen for you. That's why they don't want you thinking for yourself, because you already know it can happen. It already happened in your mind. That's why they see you working so adamantly, and that's why they see you so focused, because they know you already got it up here. Knowing that it can happen and believing in yourself, I'm telling you, it's half the battle. Because if people could believe in themselves, wouldn't nobody be walking around unhappy. If people could believe in themselves, nobody would be walking around unhappy. But people have limiting beliefs, and they have self-doubt, and they cut themselves out of having what they want. because they tell themselves they can't get it. All right, yo, the worst kind of people to be around is when, like, like, this is when it's time to end a friendship, or quit a job, or leave a relationship, or cut off certain family members. When people are looking dead at you, seeing how you're being affected by what they're doing, and they continue to do it, and you're just sitting there upset, stuck, and mad and miserable in a situation. All right, you have 2 feet. You have 2 feet. You can get up and you can walk away. But whatever you do, just don't stay. All right, if you jump, God will throw out a net. All right, just jump. All right, a net will be set out to catch you. I promise you. Just don't stay in that toxic situation where that person is trying to control. Once somebody asks you, what are you thinking, and this is not a positive person, it's time to go. All right. Once people are trying to stop you from working on things, stop you from pursuing your goals, it's like they know you're a very creative person. And they'll try to prevent you from going in on your craft. They'll try to prevent you from honing your skills. All right. Because they know that your mind is always working. That's another reason why they don't want you thinking for yourself or using that millionaire energy that you have. All right. You're able to attract your success. You're able to attract your dream into manifestation. You're able to attract everything that you need in order to make your dream become a reality. So that way it's more than possible for you. It's more than real for you. And you're constantly going over it in your mind. This is why people come up to you and try to attack you when you're having just time to yourself and you're just thinking, because they know that you're processing. They know that you're putting your vision and your thoughts and ideas to work for you. They know that you're working your mind. You're not just sitting there being idle. And some people, unfortunately, because of jealousy, they want to interrupt that. They can't produce the same things as you. I mean, in all actuality, they can, but some people, they like shortcuts. Some people, they don't want to work towards it. Some people, they like things easy. They want everything handed to them. They feel, why should you have that success, instead of working towards it and going after it and getting it themselves? I could understand somebody asking why and then going to figure out why. Why is this not working? Why is it working for them but not for me? And then they take the time to figure out why it's not working for them. I think everybody can respect that. But you're just too ingenuitive. You're just too creative. And another thing too is your intuition. That's another thing why they don't want you to use your mind. All right. You're very intuitive to what will work for you, and especially when you add that into millionaire energy, they know you're about to make something big happen. You're about to manifest something really big, and they potentially sense that you might manifest really big without them. You might want to manifest and go off and live the life that you always talked about, or they know you might go off and do the things that they know you want to do. Some people are afraid and intimidated by that because they're going to be left behind not doing anything. When you see people who aren't doing anything, and you see people who are doing something, you see someone who did something and you see somebody who didn't. You see someone who can do something, you see someone who did something. You see someone that can't do anything, you see someone that didn't do anything. All right, and what I see is a lot of people who aren't doing anything but want to control the minds, the aspirations, the goals, the dreams of people who are motivated, people who want to go do something. But it's like if they get a hold of your mind, they end up demotivating you. They end up making you think that it's not possible, they end up, you know, making your beliefs for yourself shrink, or your idea of yourself shrink into something small, into something unbecoming, into something unbefitting, something that's just not you. When they met you, you know, you were vibrant, you were joyful, you were happy. And what a lot of people want to do is they want to kill that spirit. They want to kill that spirit, the person who thinks they can, the person who sees it as a reality, or possible, or something that's possible for themselves. All right. So, yo, keep using your millionaire energy for yourself. Save it for yourself. You have people that are trying to use you to manifest their reality. All right. So don't let that happen. All right. You'll have people who want to get close to you that will try to get you to project your energy onto them, all right, instead of focusing and working on yourself. That's what will happen most of the time, a lot of times, when people don't want you focused on what you're trying to accomplish. All right, so I just want to thank you all for watching this video. All right, peace, love, and light. It's been another DruuTube special, and I will see you all in the next one. Stay warm, y'all. Peace.